Thank you, Oscar. You can wait outside. Make sure we're left in peace.
Fucking do it. Oh my god. Hey everyone, my name is Americ and welcome to a brand new review for The Mentalist Season 6, Episode 8, titled Red John. Today is a special review, guys. So special because we're got lots to talk about. But before we delve into it, let's talk about the story. So after last episode with the CBI disbanded, Patrick is going out there and trying to get Red John on his own while at the same time trying to avoid the FBI. And with the help of his team, he manages to just go to this meeting and actually meets Bertram, who turns out was not Red John. Red John, as we all know, turned out to be Sheriff Thomas McAllister. But Patrick does a trick and shoots him and then hunts him down and then strangles him. Yikes. Now, instead of what worked and what didn't work, I'm going to break this review down in the following way. I'm going to first look at the pre-reveal, before we find out who Red John truly is, the reveal, that whole scene where we see Hayes, McAllister and all that, and then finally, post-reveal. Once we all know who it is, what happens right after that? I'm just going to break it down that way. So number one, pre-reveal. What did I think of this whole thing? I have to say, my favorite moments were definitely seeing the team uniting behind Jane, doing everything they can to help him get what he deserves. Even after the CBI is dead, the team lives on, guys. Well, at least until Van Pelt and Rigsby go away, which they haven't yet. But they live on! And the Jane and Lisbon conversation in the park. Oh, what a missed opportunity, Heller. Missed opportunity there. I'm just saying, I mean, a hug. I know that hugs are in short supply up in this, but I was like, yeah, you know what, a hug would have been nice. You know, she gave you her gun. I'm just saying, thanks for the gun. Peace. Come on, Jane. It was still a cool scene though. It was still a good moment. I was hoping for more, but it was still a good moment. Now, Dennis Abbott, the FBI guy, I have mixed feelings about that character because I know that he's slated to be part of the cast in the upcoming episodes, so I don't know how I feel about him. For now, I'm not loving him. I'm gonna admit I'm not loving him. So I'm waiting to find out more to see where we go with that, but for now, not crazy about him. So Patrick goes to the church, apparently gets patted down by Oscar, who misses out an entire, bird, but, that happens to the best of us, right? We all miss a pigeon from time to time. I shan't judge. Shan't? Is that a word? Shan't judge. He meets up with Bertram, who at this point I'm starting to think is RJ. Because he's saying RJ-like things like, do I have to use a silly voice or anything like that? So it's kind of confusing. I'm like, really? That's him? So really, I didn't quite believe it. But when he said, I'm not Red John, I was like, oh my god, he's not Red John. Oh my god, he's not Red John. Who it is? Ooh, I was so super stressed at that exact point. And Bertram is like, I'm not RJ, but sorry, man, you gotta go. Oscar, take care of it. Oscar? Ooh, awkward. So, Bertram goes down, and I'm like, what is going on? And then you all hear it. You all hear the voice. And as soon as I heard that voice, I was like, that's him! It's Xander Berkeley. Holy crap! Xander freaking Berkeley playing Sheriff Tom McAllister, Red John. Now a lot of you must be like, what, Americ? Are you crazy? That is not a good reveal. Why are you so happy? I don't get it. Didn't you want it to be Hafner? You want to know why I was so excited? Let's go back. Way back. Let's move on to what yours truly thinks. Who is Red John in the list? I will say this. I know who I want it to be. And I know it's going to be strange for a lot of you, but I want it to be Sheriff Tom McAllister, played by Xander Berkeley. And the reason I want that is solely based on the fact that Xander Berkeley is an amazing actor. Yeah, so guess what? It wasn't exactly the character that I thought was going to be, but it was definitely the actor actor that I wanted to portray Red John, because I honestly felt that Xander Berkeley was a fantastic character actor and he could definitely deliver the performance that we hoped for. So I was super excited that it was him. I would have been as excited if it was Hafner, because, you know, that means that I'm super smart and I figured it out, but I'm not that smart and I didn't figure it out. Now, let's move on to the post-reveal. That convo between RJ and Patrick is just chock full of amazing tidbits that you have to rewatch to fully enjoy, and I quite frankly enjoyed it a great deal. It had really brilliant quotes, such as, "You're an evil, sexually perverted sociopath with pathetic delusions of grandeur. The rest is just details." And the whole Patrick turning it around, throwing the pigeon, shooting the guy, and essentially watching him just wallow and beg and say, "You can't kill me, you're a better man than this." Like, no, I'm gonna kill you. I'm not a better man than this. You gots to go. And the whole chase after that, I really felt the chase had a poetic element to it, because it represented the last 5 seasons where we were running after Red John. And at the end, when Red John is just on the ground, calling 911 like a little chump, essentially begging Patrick to live like so many other of his victims begged him to live. And Patrick was like, "No, you have to go." And just choked him right there. Whew, chilling. But really, the moment that really got me was when Patrick called Lisbon and said, "I'm okay. It's done." I was I almost felt like he was calling us, the audience, and telling us, "Guys, I'm done. This is it. I'm done with RJ. I'm done." It just felt poetic. It felt like a good closure. So basically, those were all the moments of the episodes I wanted to talk about. But what did I really think about this episode overall? Well, I gotta say, guys, I really liked it. Now, was it perfect? No. Did it have some weaknesses? Absolutely. But was it satisfying? For me, it was absolutely satisfying. I really thought that these guys delivered an interesting story and delivered a satisfying ending. I'm not saying it was the best ending in the world, but it was clearly a satisfying ending. Now, I know a lot of you are gonna have some strong feelings about it. Before I delve into some of the things that some of you might be thinking about this, I wanna first talk to a few of you, especially the ones that didn't like this episode, that thought that McAllister was a terrible Red John, that hated how it all ended. I want to talk to you guys. I want to tell you one thing. You are absolutely not wrong in disliking this episode. You know why? Because you're entitled to your opinion. If you did not enjoy this episode, if you did not get satisfaction or entertainment from this episode, you are absolutely 100% entitled to that opinion. As much as I am absolutely 100%, 1000% entitled to have actually enjoyed this episode. You know, we can't all like everything, so it's absolutely okay for you to have your opinion, for me to have my opinion, and we can just talk about it and say, "Here's why I liked it," and you can tell me, "Here's why you didn't like it," and that's perfectly fine. Now, with that said, some of you might be disappointed because you're thinking, you know, I thought it was gonna be a bigger moment. I thought the Red John was just not gonna be a chump. I thought we were just gonna feel that, yeah, all these years, all these seasons was worth it. The reason why I like the way it ended was because I like when shows portray evil as ordinary. I don't like when shows portray evil or evil people or the bad guys as these superhuman, super intelligent, just these beings that can do no wrong. I like it when they portray them as Mr. and Mrs. Smith that are fallible, that are scared, that have their faults, and that fundamentally at the end of the day, they're nothing special. You know, they all have this idea of themselves bigger than what it truly is. But when it comes down to it, when literally life is flashing before their eyes, they end up being cowards and they end up asking and begging for their lives. And I like the fact that they portrayed Red John as one of those cowards. So, for me, that was a satisfying conclusion to the Red John saga. But that's just me. What did you think of this episode? Comment below and let me know. Also, comment below and let me know if you want me to follow up with another video talking about the post-RJ world, where we address some of your comments, some of your questions, but also talk about what Bruno Heller and Simon Baker have teased to us about what's coming up in the following episodes, whether it's for Patrick Jane, the team, and maybe just Ben. So that's it, guys. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, because guess what? I'm gonna still review this show because I love it and I can't wait to see what's coming next. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye. What the hell? Oh my god! That was awesome. That was awesome though, right? Oh, that was so cool! That was so cool. I want to watch it again. I mean, oh, that was so good. Oh, that was so good. I don't.